Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I think I've got an amazing guest with us backstage. We're a few minutes behind, so I won't take too long. Are you there in the backstage, Sisaundra? Can you hear me? Wonderful, wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Telehealth Tuesday. This is your go-to podcast for insights on modern healthcare and wellness solutions. I'm Dr. Michael Bookhardt, your host, and tonight, as usual, but we have an extra special episode just for you. Now, before we get started, I want to let you know that Telehealth Tuesday can be viewed on multiple platforms. But mainly, we want you to go to the YouTube channel called Dr. B TV, DOCTOR. The letter B is in boy, TV, that's YouTube. Make sure you like, share, click subscribe, most importantly. And you can also follow our Instagram pages and Facebook as well. So, usually this is the part where I go to our guest bio, but she has performed on so many stages worldwide, not just countrywide, but worldwide, different continents, different artists, different shows. I don't know contractually what can even be said about those shows, so I'm going to let her tell you guys that. So look, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, stand and cheer and welcome the incredible Sisaundra Lewis. Give it to her. Give it to her.
You are so kind. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Bookhardt. Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here with you in this moment. And I'm excited about the discussion we're going to have tonight.
Absolutely.
I don't know how much you want me to tell right off at the top, so I'll just let you ask me questions.
Well, I would love, usually we have a guest bio part, but first of all, how are you feeling tonight? How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. We literally just got off of national TV. I'm really blessed and fortunate to have my own show on Comcast Xfinity, channel 1623. That was a
Wow.
shameless plug.
Wow. Absolutely.
So we go live Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock. And tonight we had an amazing guest on who shared her testimony of survival. And my goodness, it was a powerful show. And then I said, y'all, I need to go because I need to go and do Telehealth Tuesday
That's
with Dr. Book.
cool. That's amazing, man. We really feel special here at Telehealth Tuesday. I mean, that's a big deal. So I know that's why we really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. I know your busy schedule. You're clearly in the car between travels.
Yes, I am. Y'all forgive me. I was trying to sit on my set and do it, and then all my staff start disappearing, and I am nothing without them. So I was like, I'm going to sit in my car and talk to Dr. Bookhardt tonight. So thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. It's our pleasure. So tell us, for those who don't know about Sisaundra Lewis, I don't know if they've been, sitting up under a rock somewhere or whatnot, but would you
are
please,
so kind.
would you let the audience know something about yourself? Where you've been, who, if you can, who you've worked with, and what stages you've been on, and the television
Oh my
shows.
goodness.
Yeah, talk to us.
Wow. So, um, wow. So, y'all, I'm a country girl. I grew up in Florida. I'm a preacher's kid. I grew up as a migrant worker. Give me 1 second, please. Hey, can I help you, sir?
No problem.
I'm fantastic. I'm doing an interview. I'll talk to you shortly.
Okay, just here is a bad
Yes.
spot.
Okay.
Because of the water mains. People run it over.
Oh, okay. Thank you kindly. All right. Uh-oh, y'all. I pulled over, so they wanted to make sure I was okay. I'm at my favorite place ever. So he was like, okay, I know who she is.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you so much, Hard Rock.
Awesome.
So I grew up in the country. My father was a pastor, so I was very fortunate to grow up in church. I started singing when I was like 5 years old. And my sisters had a group called the Lewis Sisters back in the day, and I just begged them to let me sing with them. But they were opening for groups like the Gospel Keynotes and just amazing quartet groups, and they were out late, so they were like, no, you can't do it. So I asked my dad, I said, Dad, do you mind if I open up for you before you deliver your sermon?
Mm-hmm.
And one day he let me do it, and so it's pretty much history from there. I've been very blessed to share the stage with a lot of really cool people. I say all the time that God gave me beauty for ashes. So I went on tour at about 19 years old with Peebo Bryson. Beauty and the Beast had just came out.
Wow.
So I was also the understudy for Celine Dion. Um,
Woo.
and Celine's manager called me one day while we were touring, and he was like, Celine would love to have you be her vocal director. So I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, I'm just a little country girl. I hung up the phone, I screamed a little bit, and then I called back and I accepted the job. And it just changed my life to be able to work with someone like Celine around the world. I did 5 major world tours with her from oh my god, where does my heart beat now, all of those songs, if you ask me to, Beauty and the Beast. I was in the studio with her as well as live on stage with her around the world.
That's amazing.
So
I
from
mean,
there, Michael, I could just talk on and on and on and on. This is not my first rodeo because God has just given me um, the ability to sustain. He has sustained me in the industry. And when I think things are over, He opened doors that I never would have dreamed of.
that's incredible. I mean, I'm just stuck on the Celine Dion vocal coach. Vocal coach.
Imagine. So with Celine, I was able to, at 21 years old, I literally just left home, no real formal training or anything, but she saw something in me and she said, I want you to lead, all of the singers, everything that I'm doing here. And that's what I did for 5 world tours.
5 tours.
5 world tours. I got to hire all the singers, train them, work with Celine. It was just nonstop until I decided, I want to kind of live not in a suitcase. I don't want to live in a
Right,
suitcase
right.
anymore.
Wow, that's amazing. I
Yeah.
just wanted to do a little test there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're live with the incomparable Sisaundra Lewis. This is the time. I know we're a little bit short on time because obviously you see that she's made time for us broadcasting from the car after being on her national TV platform. So we probably won't go the full hour. So I want to make sure that you guys get a chance to come on in, introduce yourselves, ask your questions. Tonight we're talking about how does music influence health overall, and we're going to get into
Yes.
it just a little bit. But I wanted you all to know so just maybe just a little bit more background about Sisaundra. So tell us, and I know you have a company called From Grove to Glam, right? Tell us what's the Grove.
Yes.
So I know what the Grove is, but so our viewers know.
Yes. Oh my God. And boy, do I know what the Grove is. So I was with a friend of mine. He's a doctor as well. And he was like, Sasandra, that's Grove to Glam. Your story is Grove to Glam. Now, the Grove part is if you've been to Florida, that's what we have here. We have orange groves. My father was a foreman in the citrus industry. So I tell most people that 12 years a slave, I don't think it has anything on me because I spent 18 years of my life in the groves, working, picking oranges. And God blessed me to be able to get out of those groves around 18, 19 years old and step on a stage with Celine Dion, Peebo Bryson, Arsenio Hall, the David Letterman show. I was just like, God, you are showing out.
Wow,
So going from the groves literally to a life of glam. I
wow,
knew I wanted to get out of the groves, but I didn't know that God was going to put me in private jets and really cool things like that. But I want to say to you, most people say, well, don't forget where you come from. Let me tell
hmm
you something.
yeah.
There's no way in the world I can ever forget what God has done for me.
Mm. Amen to that. Amen to that. And
Yeah.
who? So now, are you able to speak on what it was like to be on a particular syndicated national show that you were on? Are you able to talk about that at all, or name the
Yes, I
show?
can talk to you about that. I
Okay.
mean, we can't go deep into the
No,
contractual stuff, but for
no.
sure, it would be my honor to talk to you about The Voice Come on.
Well, yeah. So
What
I
do you
didn't
want to know?
I didn't even want to say the name first because I don't know how that works. So I just wanted our
Oh no,
listeners.
you're perfectly fine. I'm able to talk about NBC The Voice. So most people want to know, how in the world did you get on The Voice? So I kind of retired at a young age. I thought I was going to retire for good.
Right.
And my kids looked at me more like, Mom, why are you home? Probably. I think I kind of infringed on their freedom.
Oh, so they were like, wait, don't you have something to do?
Yeah. So my kids were like, Mom, you can't just stop singing. You have to pursue your dreams. You have to take it off the back burner. So I just decided, for the sake of sharing with them all the time, it's never too late. I said, okay, guys, I'll go. So I signed up. I flew to New York. I stood in line, Dr. Bookhardt, because I didn't want to have an opportunity that I felt like, oh, somebody's just letting you through because you're Celine Dion's vocal director. So
Mm-hmm.
I stood in line. I didn't tell anybody who I was. And I just walked up and auditioned with the 7,000 people that were in line.
7,000.
And with 7,000 people in New York in
Wow.
line, wrapped around blocks, just waiting. And I was like, I got time for it. I'm retired. So I made it all the way through, and they gave me that ticket. And then my life just started back. And my life started over in the most amazing chapter, because now it's Sisaundra, the artist, the solo artist.
Mm-hmm.
I was behind the artist for so long. I forget the name of that movie. It was 40, 30 or 40 feet from stardom or something like that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was fine where I was with Celine. I felt like that was enough. I never asked God for more, but this opportunity presented itself, and I wanted my children to understand that I would accept that challenge, and that challenge changed my life.
Wow. Did you get tired? I mean, 7,000 people. I mean, how
It was
did your
insane.
back, you wasn't your back hurting or your ankles swollen or something from all that
I
standing?
had on the best shoes for the day. And my best friend stood in line with me to talk to me the whole way through until I got to the door, and she couldn't go any further. So I was perfectly fine. I was excited to find out, could I really sing? Because you spend your whole life and people tell you, oh my God, you're so good, you're so good. And
Right.
then you run into like a Simon Cowell or somebody like that, and it's like, who told you you could sing?
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
I just wanted to see. And I made it all the way through. There were multiple auditions. It's not like you audition and you immediately see Usher and Blake and Shakira and Adam Levine. No, um, it took a moment for us to get to see them. And when I did see them, all four chairs turned around.
Man, that's awesome.
I was like, "Oh,
I,
okay, you might be all right, girl."
that's amazing. I want to give a huge shout out to my good friend Larry Johnson there. He's also a recording artist, and y'all probably run into some similar circles. He sings with the recording artist named Monica, and he's
Yes.
yeah, and
Love
he's
Monica.
the Monica, yep, and he's toured with Tyler Perry and done some cruise ships, and I think he's working on an individual project now. Hopefully, not letting the cat out the bag. But Larry Johnson, man, appreciate you stopping by. So if
That's
you,
amazing. Hello, Mr. Johnson.
yeah, if look now, Larry, if
Thank
you want
you.
to jump on now, man, come on and put your
Come
comments
on in there.
on. Log on, brother.
Are
Uh,
you hearing me well, my Dr. Bookhart? There's no delay, is it?
no, it's great. No, it's
Okay, very good. I'm
well.
hearing myself twice, as long as y'all don't hear it.
Oh, you're hearing it twice.
Yes.
It might be yeah. If you got another device or something, it might be it. I'm not sure. But sometime I have to
Quite
mute one
possibly. As long as you're fine, I'm fine.
of them. Okay, all right. Let's see. So one of the questions I'm gonna dive right in. I got about 14 of them prepared, but I mean we may not get through all depending on who comments. But one of the first thing I want to
Okay.
start off. How do you feel about do you feel that music can truly reduce stress and anxiety, or do you think that that's just a myth?
Oh no, I think it really can reduce. So allow me to say that music is not just my career. Music is a lifeline for me. I find through singing as a child, up until this day, my mom used to say something when I'd start singing. She'd say, "Sing me happy." And I never knew the true meaning or science behind that until recently. And you sing to, of course, share your gift with someone, but then in the process, you realize that it's shifting the atmosphere,
Hmm.
that it's music is healing. And it's just been an incredible lifeline to me and a power, um, what is it called? A superpower, rather, to be able to open my mouth and God speak through me and through my gift to be able to heal people through the gift of music.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's such a blessing. Um, and I'll say from the medical side, there's definitely research on that. That we've seen music do certain things. Like one of the first things that kind of sticks out to me is when a woman is pregnant, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the baby can be like very anxious, and the mom said, I feel like at first I might feel different things, a movement, but now that
Uh-huh.
moms are bonding with the child from the beginning, from conception. So they're saying something is wrong with my baby. They're just, I mean, something's wrong. And then when you put certain
Mm-hmm.
music, you can put literally the speaker or the headphones on the stomach, and you can play
Yes.
music, and you notice, and because at that time you're monitoring the baby's heart rate and all that kind of stuff, and you can literally see on the machine, instead of it doing all kind of crazy rhythms or the heart rate beating too fast, then you see it kind of slow down and become more rhythmic and smooth with the
That's
music.
amazing. It's amazing to me, how much the body responds to music. And when I was pregnant with all of my children, but specifically, I'm thinking of my first child, I did that not knowing uh, the impact, the total impact of music, but understanding that I just wanted the baby to hear the music that I thought was so soothing.
Wow.
And now to know how much the body responds to it from the sense of dopamine, endorphins, and lowering the cortisol from when you're stressed out and all of that. Am I correct on that, Dr. Bookhardt?
Oh, that's you spot on. You are spot on. Those are
When I
endorphins.
tell you, learning the science behind it now, especially with the topic that you're talking about today, has been very enlightening for me as an artist and also as a vocal coach to many people. It does just that. It relaxes people. It changes the atmosphere.
Wow. That's that's
Hmm.
That's amazing. So, and one of the other questions, the next question was going to be, let's talk about, I was going to go into the science of it. How does that work in our brains? And so you just talked about those hormones and things that are released. Excuse me, we talk about cortisol and cortisol. They had that Relicore, you need Relicore commercial, and stress, release
Hmm.
cortisol with belly fat and all that kind of stuff. So, and look, I'm not saying that you can just get some Ozempic and listen to music and lose weight. That's not what we're saying. But
That part, we ain't saying that.
yeah, but we are saying that music has notable effects on the body, on stress level.
Yes.
And so that's why I feel like a lot of young people are the YNs of the world. We won't define that. If you don't know what it is, don't worry about it. But the the YNs.
Somebody used that on my show the other day, and the band defined it for me. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm listening to a lot of loud music, and it's like certain. Not that any one genre is bad, so I won't call that out. But there's
Right, right.
listening to certain things, and it's amping them up. It's like if you're listening to music with angry tones and lyrics and calling women bees and
Correct.
different things like that. That's what's going to be in your mind. That's how you're going to, you know,
That's
carry
how,
yourself.
yes, that's how you'll react, and how your body will react. Let me tell you something. A few years ago, I had the pleasure of going to one of the hospitals and working with the children's
Yeah.
wing of the hospital. And music therapy
Okay, I think we lost you for just a second there.
Hello?
Okay, I can hear you. Okay, I can hear you, but we just can't see you. I think the video might have gone out for a
Are
second.
we back?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we just can't see you on there. Just give it a little second.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, I think we just
Are you
oh,
there?
okay. All right, there we are. All right, we're back. There we go.
Hello.
That reminds me. Look, I got to do a. I remember I had a comedian on here, a local comedian, friend of mine. And looks like we went on. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay, we can. I think it's.
Dr. Bookhardt?
Well, we're here. I'm here. Okay, went out again. Add to scene.
Hello.
All right, I can see. I can hear and see you. Okay. Okay, we've got. Okay, can you hear
Are
me?
you with me?
Oh yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Are you with me?
I'm with you. Can you? I think it might be a. We might need to. Let's see. Let's see if you can come back in. Okay. Might be a service kind of connection issue there. Can you? Okay, we've got some comments coming in. You think you can? Can you hear me? Okay, we're going out. Just bear with us, folks. We'll be right back with the Sisaundra Lewis. We're just having some connection issues here. Sets the tone from out. Absolutely. And Octavia, that's one thing. A lot of people, especially, I think the majority of folks, especially here in the South, are Christian. So whether you are or you aren't, if you're not, then whatever it is that you do believe in, or whether it's just motivational, easy listening music, or something that's, wholesome and something that's motivational, those are things that can really get the day started. And, we've all needed that. I know I need it every day. And things, depending on whether you're going through things or not, doesn't matter. That's still something that can uplift your spirit. But it's definitely benefited me for over the past few months that a lot has been going on. And so I think that whether it's jazz, I think you put that too, whether it's chill jazz every day before work, I agree, or whether it's gospel music for a lot of people, that's something that really helps. Hold on just a second, folks. Let me see if we can
Did I
get
make it back? Yay!
okay.
I'm
We're
so
back.
sorry. I don't know what happened.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you
Okay.
very well.
All
Very
right.
well.
No problem. No problem. By the way, I was just talking to them about Octavia was mentioning. Can you see the comments pop up on your screen?
Can I see the?
The comments pop up we put the comment
I
up there. Yeah.
Yes, but I'm gonna tell you, Doc. You're gonna have to tell me because I don't have my glasses on, y'all.
Antonio, yeah. What's going on, man? Antonio says we're waiting to hear the rest of her statement. I hope you remember to finish. Um,
So we were talking about music therapy at
Therapy.
the hospital, right?
Yeah, the hospital. Right. Mhm.
It was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever encountered in my life. So you go there and you feel like you're going to inspire. But when I tell you, watching these children
Mhm.
react to music and how it's healing or just making them feel good was the most amazing feeling I've ever had. One of the most amazing feelings I've ever had in my life. Um,
Wow.
because I mean, you're a doctor, they don't know, we don't know. Some kids will never make it out of that hospital, but to be able to play a tambourine with them, to sing with them, to see the joy it brings to them when they're confined in this room. I never knew that was a major that you could take in school. So I was just totally enamored with the teacher who got the opportunity to spend time with these kids every day and share music with them and watch how it could change their atmosphere. One girl, we came to her room and she was under the cover. She had the cover over her head and her dad was like, "They're here to, to share music with you," and it just brightened her up. She sat up in her bed, Dr. Bookhardt, and when I tell you music is therapy, it's almost like I want doctors to start writing prescriptions for
for
music
music, huh? That's
because it's
that's,
healing.
that's a great idea. Let me ask just 1 second. Let me ask you, Jasson, is there any? It was extremely clear before. It's a little echo. I don't know if anything changed, but I don't want you.
Mm-mm.
I don't want you to disconnect. Don't, don't
I'm
disconnect.
not touching nothing.
I didn't know if you changed anything with the audio
I
or.
didn't touch anything. It's
Okay.
just when I called you back, it's just kind of doing what it does. And I'm not a tech savvy person,
Yeah,
so
no,
y'all
it's fine.
let me see.
I think, or it
Give
might
me
even
one
just,
second.
yeah, it might just be the gain. Like I think, or when you get closer to the microphone, then it's a little louder. But yeah, let's not
Is
change.
it better or worse?
That's better.
Okay, I'm gonna sit still.
Okay, that's all good. Okay, Nicole Grove McWilliams. We had a few comments, when you were coming in and out. So let me go back because she had hers before Antonio put his. She said, in nursing, I used to play music for my patients to help ease their anxiety. It is amazing therapy. It was great motivation through my career, through my cancer, excuse me, by helping keep a positive
Mm.
mind and joyful spirit through treatment, which further, that basically is reinforcing what you're saying.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
strong.
that's
I
yeah.
love to hear that. And let me ask you something, Dr. Burkhardt. Do doctors actually, have you ever told one of your patients, hey, I want you to listen to X amount of songs per day? Or
You know,
listen to these songs, because we also know that music based on the tones can impact you. Like you said, the rap is a little harsh, so I don't know how much it can relax and lower the level of cortisol or anything like that.
right,
um, but even the monks, the music that they listen to, all the bells, all of that stuff, it's so relaxing. It's
right. I think we might have lost you. We're having some. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I see it's more people piling on in here to hear from Sisaundra Lewis. So don't go anywhere because she'll definitely be back. I think she's on kind of remote right there. She was.
Are you with me?
Okay, all right, there we go. We're back. Okay. All right, there we go.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear? We can hear you. Can you hear? Can you hear me? I think it might be just a connection issue. Can you? Let's see here. Let's try something. We'll try one thing, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see if we can get her to come back in. Hold on 1 second, Natalie Denise. Okay, okay. Uh, okay, we're trying to get her to. Let's see if she can come back in. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's see. So we'll be right back with Sisaundra Lewis. But Natalie, you were saying I started in my day with inspirational and Christian music. There is psychology behind how much music impacts your mental health. Absolutely. I could not agree more. Okay, all right. There we go. Can you?
I'm so very sorry. If
It's
ever
okay.
you want me to come back, it would be my pleasure to come back when I'm in a stable
No, no,
place.
no, no. I mean, come. I was saying to come back in. The same way through the email and everything.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
like how you did. So if you've got just a few more minutes, I know we had several folks on there.
Okay, I love it. What's going on? Talk to me.
Let's see here. Log back info.
What were we talking about? Were we talking about doctors prescribing music?
Yes, absolutely. We're just putting something on there so that folks will come on back in. Let's see.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. So we've got some comments coming back in. Y'all come on back in.
I
Natalie
love it.
Natalie says, I started in my day with inspirational Christian music. There's a psychology behind how much music impacts your mental health. Absolutely.
Mm, I love that. I love to hear that.
Yeah. And then I see my lovely mother here.
All right. Hello to your mom.
Yes. All right. My mom says I was first impressed by Sisaundra's voice when I realized she was the voice singing the theme music for Cirque du Soleil. How long did you perform in that capacity, Sasandra?
Well, first of all, thank you so much, your mom. Cirque du Soleil, I was with them for 10 years. So within that 10-year period, I performed over 5,000 shows.
5,000?
Yes. So we performed
5,000.
478 shows a year, and yes, a year, and I spent over a decade with them.
Did you guys hear that? I'm stuck on 5,000. You had me at 5,000.
5,000 shows, over 5,000.
Over
And
five.
let me tell you something, the first 1,000 shows, I found something new every time because Cirque du Soleil just has this way of just keeping you in awe. And even as a performer on stage, until you just really immerse yourself in the show for a while, you're just constantly finding something new and amazing that they've created. So it was incredible to be on stage with such world class gymnasts, aerialists, dancers, and be able to interpret what they were doing through the gift of song.
That is amazing.
It's crazy amazing.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I wanted to go to another question. Um,
Okay.
do you feel like people that are dealing with depression or trauma, that's something that is so uh, so apparent and unfortunately affecting so many people,
Yes.
not just in America, but around the world. And so music, we know that you all as recording artists, affect people. You're able to reach millions, even those of us that are healthcare providers and, doctors and things like that.
Hmm.
We can help people. And certainly, like, say with this platform, we can go out and people can archive and look at this later and we can benefit and bless people as well. But you
Yeah.
all as artists, usually that's the stages that you've been blessed to be on. Do you feel that, in this day and age, that music therapy truly can help people with depression and trauma?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And now learning the science behind it, it makes sense why it does that. We talked about dopamine, we talk about endorphins, all of those things.
Mhm.
I mean, we know that those things just it it counteracts it counteracts the negativity that goes on in our bodies, right? So to be able to sing a song, to be able to sing yourself happy, like my mom used to tell me to sing her happy, it just makes so much sense now. There have been moments that I have been down, and even to just steal away and sing a song to myself, it makes me feel better. So to know that I can take that gift and share it with someone else and bring them up out of a dark, sad place, it definitely works. And I tell everyone this as well, Dr. Bookhardt. Don't think that you have to be a singer for it to work for you. Just find a song that you love and just sing, y'all. Just sing. Sing yourselves happy. There is joy in music. And if I were a medical doctor, I'd be prescribing music
Oh,
for everybody.
that was your question. I think before we got interrupted one time, you were
Yes.
asking. I would say that it's not something that's commonly done. You know, I can't speak for the other physicians and providers. I've never prescribed music therapy. I have prescribed like deep tissue massage and some other things. A lot of physicians, are like we're trained in allopathic medicine. So basically, if
Mm,
you got a problem, here's either a surgery we're going to do, or here's a medication, or let me
mhm,
draw your blood, get a lab. Sometimes instead of and that's why some of my best training that I had at the university, more than one professor said, "Hey, are you going to treat the labs and the vital signs, or are you going to treat the patient?" It was mainly
mm,
at the lab. So if I see your labs look like absolute trash, but the patient doesn't look that bad, or the labs look pretty darn good, they just
mhm,
have like a mild anemia or a mild this and that.
mhm.
The patient looks like they're on the brink, they're circling the drain, then we need to take a different action. So, and unfortunately, a lot of folks, would just buy the book and robotic. And so there's other things. That's why I enjoyed, and especially even when I was in private practice, being able to look outside the box. Like you're talking about the healing properties of music. We're talking about chiropractic care. You're talking about other things, other types of therapy, massage. So I know Jasmine Briscoe. Oh, there I was going to say, Jasmine Briscoe always finds a way, Sandra, to relate everything back to that massage. She's a licensed massage therapist and a
Well,
whole.
I'm with Jasmine. Come on, Jasmine.
So look,
Everything works better when you got a massage.
there you
It
go.
feels better. But what
Yeah,
goes with a massage? What is the first thing the therapist does? What kind of music do you want to listen to?
they
Or
do.
they have some kind of mood music to play. So everything we do, even doctors in surgery, they play music.
That's
You
right.
have the best of both worlds.
That's right.
You're a medical doctor, but you also, do y'all know Dr. Bookhardt plays piano? I mean, not just play it, he can play that thing. He played at piano. Amazing pianist. So, from a medical perspective, as well as being a musician yourself, I think you have a lot that you can share with us in the sense of how music and medicine are married together.
Well, look. First of all, coming from you, that's a huge compliment. You're more than kind. You're too kind.
Don't forget to pay me later.
All right. We'll have someone cut you a check. I don't know from what account, because I got a checking in the savings and they don't really, you know,
It's all good.
whatever Kevin Hart said. But we've got a question from Chocolate Sunday. How do you keep your? She said. Well, first she says, I work in behavioral health and they love music sessions. How do you keep your vocals fresh?
Fresh. So I learned how to really take care of my voice since the demand of it was so great when I was with Cirque du Soleil. Singing that much, um, there were all kind of tools that I needed to use to make sure my voice was ready to perform because the mic was on every night. It was on. So just vocal exercises, different things I do to just take care of my throat from. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of Dr. Gould, but he was a major ENT in New York City. Celine referred me to him, and there's a gargle called Gould's Gargle, Goulds. I live by that.
Ooh,
It's
Carl.
warm water, it's salt, and baking soda. So I use that to keep my vocal cords hydrated, to keep the acid that can happen from acid reflux off of my vocal cords. So I'm really methodical when it comes down to how I get up and take care of my voice every day because of the demand on it. And when I have vocal problems, that basically means that nobody can work. So that's not good. So the pressure for me to take care of my voice is very strong.
Wow. And I just Gould's gargle. That's amazing because I had never even heard of that. I put it.
Really? He was the doctor for Pavarotti. He was the doctor for a lot of major stars. So when I moved to New York, I asked Celine, like, okay, who can I talk to here? And I was so happy to be able to connect to his office. And then Dr. Bill Riley was the vocal doctor in the office. So y'all, he would literally he worked with Sarah Vaughan. He worked with all the Metropolitan Opera singers. So I'd go in there because I was recording my album, and then I'm like waiting behind someone who's singing opera.
Yeah,
And it was the
right.
most amazing moments uh,
Wow.
to be able to do that. But just the care is so important for anyone who's interested in becoming a singer. It sounds like fun, but it's a job.
Right. Absolutely.
A job that we love, but it's a job.
But it's a
Yes.
it's a job. There's Jasmine Briscoe. I told you she says music and live entertainment is one of my favorite therapies. All right.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jasmine. Keep music alive. It's been very interesting since the pandemic for a lot of musicians and singers. Um, so it's really great to connect to people who really love music and support it. So thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a couple more quick. I know that we've held you just a little bit, Sisaundra. We really appreciate your time.
It's
And
my pleasure, Dr. Bookhardt.
yes. So let's talk about. I had one or two other prepared questions.
Mm.
Let's see a couple other comments. Defina, what's going on, Defina? We appreciate you joining us. So
Yes.
one of my questions was, when it comes to sleep. So that's another thing that affects Americans that truly torments. Depression is one, low back pain is one, trauma is another. We kind of covered depression and trauma and how music truly benefits that. But also when it comes to insomnia, sleep. A lot of Americans suffer from insomnia, and
Yes.
yeah, taking a lot of pills. Lunesta, Ambien, those all those things are controlled substances, and they're highly
Mm.
highly addictive substances. Uh,
Interesting. Mhm.
yeah, some people take natural things like melatonin. Sometimes I take melatonin. But my question is, do you feel that music, excuse me, can help to improve our sleep quality? And if so, how would you say that someone should use that before going to bed? Like, how would you recommend they?
Oh my goodness. I don't know if it helps in sleeping.
Mhm.
Does it, Doc?
Well, there's always there's studies on everything. Definitely things are subliminal messages and things that are transmitted during various stages of sleep. In a sense,
Hmm.
you have certain things playing. Like sometimes beneficial to me would be the sound of, well, like imagine being on the beach and somewhere in the islands or wherever, and hearing
Okay, yes.
the
Okay,
ocean,
so
the
you're talking
waves,
about like the different sounds that you can use to help you drift off to sleep. Yes,
yeah, all that.
100% it works. 100%.
Yep,
I'm
absolutely.
thinking more from if I come home from a performance,
Right.
it's not very easy for me to go to sleep because I'm like on 10 after a performance. Now, I probably sleep better because I brought so much joy to people and to myself by being able to do what I love to do. But just the energy that you exert and the hype that you have to be able to share with so many people, it takes me a minute to kind of calm down. But putting on soundscapes, even for my granddaughter, she goes to sleep with soundscapes on every single night. So
Really?
I shall use her as an example, and it works. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Davina saying classical music or melodic sounds help with anxiety. Davina is she's got so many titles as well, like Briscoe, registered nurse and
I
nurse
love it.
practitioner. And yeah,
Come
she's
on.
Davina. I know she went to law school for a couple of years. I don't even know how many certifications you have, Davina, but we
Yes.
appreciate
Hello, Davina. I
we
love
appreciate
it.
uh, Chocolate Sun, love my sound
So
machine.
they can share and tell me some things too,
That's
please.
right.
Thank you.
That's
Yes.
right. I think we got time for one or two other things because I know it's already pretty dark down in my hometown of Orlando, Florida, where you are.
It is. It is
Uh,
getting very dark here.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
see, I put my spotlight on in my car.
Oh, um, one of the questions was another one was, can music help with memory and focus, especially for people with dementia or
Oh, yes.
ADHD?
Most definitely. I
Yeah,
can't speak to you from a scientific perspective, but I know it keeps my brain busy just from all the music that I have to memorize. So just staying active, I hear the older you get, you should play crossword puzzles. Maybe adding music and learning songs is another great way of keeping the brain busy and active so it can help with those kind of debilitating diseases that some of us face. Um, but most definitely, music, Dr. Bookhardt, you need to prescribe music to your
it,
patients.
it sounds like it.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Because we're
agree.
talking about dementia, anxiety, all of those things that can have an impact on our health, if we don't check them. So, more music, I think, is a great answer to that. Not substituting it for the things that you must prescribe for medicines people have to take. But what if it helped you not have to take as much one day?
Yep, absolutely. No, I'm gonna. That's one a nugget I'm gonna take away from the show myself. We'll have to because in my current role, seeing senior citizens and you know,
Oh,
yeah, the average age of patients are about 64 and above
mhm.
on average, and so I think that's something. This really is jump started me in my excitement to incorporate music, and we may even need to incorporate it in the clinic. Or I'll talk with the administrator, and we may need to go incorporate that from the initial, like from the door.
Yes, please and thank you. I'd be honored to come and do something if you do,
That's
as long as you bring the massage therapist and all your other friends,
you get Jasmine. All right,
your
so you see,
fabulous friends.
that's our third or fourth guest that's called for Jasmine. I had Dr. North on here, renowned plastic surgeon. He's here in Mississippi.
Wow.
Excuse me. He's practiced what his office is in Flowood, Mississippi, which is in the suburbs. But you
Uh-huh.
can say Jackson, and he was on, and we actually had some folks at my clinic when I had my private practice, and
Mhm.
Jasmine had a person who was laid on the table, and she was examining. I mean, she was demonstrating how to do wood therapy and Reiki and all these different
Oh,
things.
wow.
Yeah, and then I had the plastic surgeon, so we had three little. We had the little CNN kind of deal with the three talking heads on there.
Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. And so he was like, Jasmine, I need you to be at my office, and yeah, so
Exactly. We love Jasmine.
that's
And we
it.
love plastic surgeons too. I don't have any done, but I ain't got nothing against them.
Let's see, music therapy, that would be awesome. Yeah, I agree, Defina. Uh,
Yes. Yes. I actually participated in the music therapy program over at Winnie Palmer uh, in Orlando, and I was just
okay.
amazed at how they incorporated it into their hospital.
That's amazing. I switched over to Instagram because like I tell everybody every week with the technology, for some reason there's a couple of platforms, Instagram and uh, man, I always forget. I never use this platform as much. Nothing against this platform, but TikTok. So with TikTok,
TikTok.
yeah,
Oh my goodness.
they don't directly talk to my platform, and so I got to switch over. So I'm seeing several comments, and one of them was from Tamara Logan, who also went to Dr. Phillips, who is my classmate, and
Okay.
yeah, so Tamara,
Hello, Tamara.
absolutely. And I know she was in Atlanta she's still in Atlanta, and they were in the music industry, and her parents, and then I think they were doing some stuff with Tyler Perry. But she said an entire job theater production is my love. I get to incorporate music, acting, and sometimes dance. She says romantic music puts me to sleep, and massage therapists are my best friends.
Wow. I
Yeah.
love it.
So I think
Well, we both have the same best friends, which is massage therapists, and it makes sense about music helping to calm us, relax us, and like you said, help put us to sleep. Now,
absolutely
Doc, I was reading something about the vagus nerve. How does that work? Um,
was the Vegas nerve, and it just locked up right there. I think you said the
are you with me?
yeah. Did you say the Vegas nerve?
Yes, I was reading something about the vagus nerve having an impact on us through music as well. How does that work?
Well, that's one of the cranial nerves. That's taking me back to neuroanatomy, but that
Ah,
provides nerve
oh,
innervation to the diaphragm, and so we talk about deep breathing and relaxation and stuff like that, and it's involved. It is involved with that, and so I'm not sure like what specific kind of modalities and things interact with that, but yeah, the vagus nerve specifically does have a function on those things, on your breathing, your relaxation, and calming, and things like that. So if there's something that says that they're promoting vagus nerve health or things that can assist with that, it might be worth looking into.
most definitely. I will do more research about that. You've really got me curious by your question about the science behind music. This
Yeah,
has been a
absolutely.
very eye-opening topic. I hope not just for me, but for all of your viewers listening to you as well. Thank you so much for putting this topic on the table to discuss.
Absolutely. And our last comment will say, uh, I see Jasmine's back at work. She says, Dr. B, it's time for you to organize a wellness enhancement event. And she said, I'm going to research some things tonight.
I love it, and I hope I'll be able to join you all when you do so.
You are certainly invited. You are certainly invited, the guest of honor, and we're going to put together a package. So that would be amazing. Final thoughts, Sisaundra. First of all, I want everybody to put your hands together for Sisaundra Lewis for joining us tonight.
You're so kind. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Again, thank you for having me, Dr. Bookhardt. If you don't mind, I would love to invite your listeners and viewers to please check out my newly released CD. It's
Yes.
called
Yes.
Evolution of Gospel. I hope it blesses you. And please let me know once you listen to it if you do like it. And there are more songs coming out every month for the rest of the year. We've written over 18 songs, and it's my first complete collection of music to share with the world, and I hope it blesses you all.
That I was, I'm so glad that you said that because I was just getting ready to go to that because at the end we always, ask our guests to tell everyone, just remind us where they can find you, how they can contact you if you've got shows for you, if you've got shows. So you just said that make sure to download the Evolution of Gospel. Is it available on all platforms?
It's available on all platforms. If you're in the Central Florida area or you want to come to the Central Florida area, next Thursday I'll be opening for Fred Hammond here, and it's
What?
just amazing things God is doing.
That's next Thursday. Where is that going to be?
Next Thursday. It's going to be in Orlando at Majestic Life Church. And I'm just screaming to have the opportunity to be able to share the same stage and celebrate all the mothers for Mother's Day.
That's amazing. You know what? Jasmine, bring the mic. We want to hear some. Do you have time, Sasandra? Okay, look, because I meant to do this a little earlier. If you don't mind, I know it's late. We're gonna go. Do you mind? Just whatever medley you might want to go
I knew
through.
you were going to
Sing a,
do this.
sing a little. Sing a little a vocal run or a scale or fa la 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 me. Whatever.
You are too funny. Give me a song really quickly. You know, when you ask a singer to sing a song, the first thing is, oh my God, what song? I know a
Yeah.
bazillion songs, but on the spot,
Um,
you know nothing.
you know,
What song would you like to hear?
what was one of my favorite? That CD you were, I always talk to you about it when you had Tony Hemmings playing for you.
My Funny Valentine.
Yeah, that on that same CD, but it was track number 2 or 4. It was not Cherish. It was
Is it God Bless the Child? Which one is it?
oh, man, it was kind of a groove song. You really got into the groove, and uh,
Ain't Nobody?
no, it was a
Oh my
good.
God, I'm gonna name the whole album.
Uh, I guess some people are saying some different. How great thou art, and I mean, you can, anything. I would say I knew that you did. Even something off the new record,
I
or
I love How Great Thou Art. What about His Eyes on a Sparrow? You can't
that
go
sounds
wrong with
great.
that, right?
That sounds great to me. You take it
Is
away.
that okay? Or is another one?
That's
Name
perfect.
another one.
That's perfect. Hey, we'll take what we can get.
Okay, I hope I
Like,
don't blow up the
that's
phone,
perfect.
y'all. Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? Since Jesus is my portion, a suffering is he. His eyes on the sparrow, and I know
Mm.
he watches you and me. I love y'all.
Oh my goodness! Wow, that's amazing. I
Thank
you
you so much.
I think you even in just 60 seconds you took us there.
To God be the glory, Dr. Bookhardt.
You took us there. What?
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Absolute last question. Your favorite? Because I've already downloaded, the album. Actually, matter of fact, I got it right here. Yeah, I got it right here, and you've got 6 songs on here. Um, you've got Get Out These Chains, the Moan song, Wade in the Water. Soon I Will Be Done. I don't know what you came to do, what
Mm.
you come to do, and Old School Gospel. Do you mind? All right, this is the last one. 30 seconds of any one of
Oh my
those.
God, another one.
Do
Oh
you
my gosh.
30 seconds?
Um,
30 seconds.
so you have soon, you have, what was the other one?
Yeah, you got I don't know what you come to do. I like
Mm.
I like them all.
Soon I will be done with the troubles of this world. Oh, troubles of this world. The troubles of this world. Oh, soon I will be done with the troubles of this world. I'm going home to live with my God.
That's it. I got I, listen. I got nothing else.
When I say thank you so much. I'm so proud of you. I pray God continue to bless you in everything that you do. And everyone who joined us tonight, thank you so much. Y'all continue to support Telehealth Tuesday.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That means so much to me. I know you can be anywhere else in the country, in the world, wherever, but you chose to spend this Tuesday evening, and it's an hour later in Orlando back home. You chose to spend, Brian McKnight does that. I always wanted to close something like that. Ladies and gentlemen,
You're doing such a
you
great
could have been
job in
anywhere
it,
else.
Dr. Bookhardt.
You could have been anywhere else on this Tuesday night, but you came to spend it right here with Sisaundra Lewis and with myself. And for that, I do say thank you. And we really appreciate everything that you do in the community, mentoring those girls in Orlando, the church, hosting the Sisaundra show. So we appreciate it. Well, that, folks, that'll do it for us. So thank you again for staying with us 8 minutes over. Thank you to Sisaundra for taking time out of her extremely busy schedule.
It's a pleasure.
And we're watching Telehealth Tuesday. As always, we love our fantastic audience support. Next week, we will have an amazing athlete, an amazing humanitarian, a person who is a major coach of a university right here in Mississippi.
Yes.
And who played NFL pro ball. So, but I'm not going to say who. You got to stay tuned. And yes, we're going to tie that into health. Okay. So, with that said, hopefully join us next Tuesday. Bring a friend with you. Don't forget to subscribe to Dr. B TV on YouTube. God willing, we will see you always on a Tuesday. This is the place where we treat and discuss mind, body, and soul. And as always, remember that true wealth begins with good health. See you next Tuesday.
Man, take care, everyone.